Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to some audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to some audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to modern audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to modern audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to some audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to some audiences. Your discretion is advised.
Well, here's your headline.
Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Wrestling POV. I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with Rick Serrano III.
Hey people!
And our intern, Miguel Cole.
Hello, how's everybody doing?
Mimi is not here. She is on assignment. And there's some Fugazi's going on with that.
Yeah.
Okay? Because now she sent me a picture. She's in Phoenix. She sent me a picture, okay, saying that, I made it to Phoenix, yay, da-da-da. But then in the background, I caught a certain wrestler in the background. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I got to clarify more onto who this person, I have an idea on who this person is. Mimi Gutie said that this person is going to clarify her status with Wrestling POV.
Wow.
Over us, over Wrestling POV itself, and Wrestling POV Global.
Wow.
She said this person is going to vouch for her as being probably one of the best co-hosts in Wrestling POV and Wrestling POV Global history.
What?
Exactly. That's what I said too. And I'm like, she could be onto something. But either way though, supposedly this is going to happen soon. And we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know what's going on here. We do, this is crazy. This is just great. We were all sick. I had some tooth come out of my mouth, because I was that sick. Some tooth.
A tooth? The whole toothus?
The whole toothus.
Wow.
That's plural for two. So, my thing is, I don't know what's going on with this show. We've been gone for one day, and then all of a sudden we got a major announcement that we're going to announce later on in the show. Mimi Gutie went all of a sudden on assignment, and I'm doing quotations, and then all this shit coming out about her being like the best co-host in Wrestling POV history. I don't know what's going on here.
I think I'm better than her, and I'm just an assistant.
Exactly.
Sure.
Exactly. Anyway.
But wait a second.
What?
Wait. With all that being said, and then this clown, Miguel Cole, talking about he signed with AEW.
I was going to get to that, because I don't know what the hell. This is some crazy shit that's happening this week for Wrestling POV.
Listen, they gave me an offer I couldn't refuse. They got health insurance.
Unbelievable. Okay. Well, we don't have that, so yeah, because obviously. Wow. All right, yeah, so that's another announcement right there, too, also. So now we have with us the winner of the Royal Rumble pay-per-view points game, Wrestling POV, a 3-time champion.
Crazy.
He is here with us now. He's going to be joining us for the rest of the show in place of Mimi while she's on assignment.
Quotes.
Exactly. I did. Thank you. Thank you very much. It is none other than the co-host for Wrestling POV Global. Wrestling POV Global, Tom. Or TJ, whatever you call yourself nowadays.
A legend.
A legend. Now he's a legend. He turned full face heel on that show.
He's an alleged legend.
Okay. So here he is with us, Elio Canella.
What's going on, guys?
What's happening?
I was sitting at home the other night. I got a text from the Wrestling POV president.
Mm-hmm.
He said, Rick and Tony need you to put an appearance in on their show on Friday.
Jeez.
So I took the red eye out of Toronto and I flew into WPOV Headquarters, and here I am.
Where is WPOV Headquarters?
We don't even know where it is. Yo, what's going on? Tony, we're the founders of this thing, and I feel like we're on the bottom with this guy from Toronto's going to headquarters. Mimi's in Phoenix with wrestlers. Miguel's signed with AEW, and Tom is a legend. What?
See, I think, you know what? That's our fault for missing 1 week.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, my larynx was ripped out of my throat. I couldn't talk. It wasn't my fault.
You guys just see my toothless, man.
This toothless is gone.
There. There's nothing there, man. And now Mimi just sent another text stating that the person that's going to reveal who he or she is in fact currently with the WWE.
What's going on?
So I have no idea what the hell is going on. Anyways,
what's going on?
I don't. You were part of it, Elio. You tell us, son of a bitch.
I don't know anything about that. All I know is I flew in to Wrestling POV Headquarters.
Jeez, they flew him in and everything.
My good friend TJ Logan must have some sort of teleporting device because he was there again with that scowl on his face.
Jesus, man.
Pointing an accusing finger at me, telling me that I was cheating and I was in collusion with Miguel Cole.
Yeah, first of all, I would never even do anything with Elio Canella, so I don't even know where that's coming from.
Again.
Wow.
I calmly told him, I'm sure you're mistaken about that, sir.
I mean, to have over like 80 points, you were like 40 points ahead of second place.
Yeah. Like,
how did you do that?
Bet it wisely.
I that's why I said, I even said on the global, I didn't need Steiner math or Canella math.
Or Tony math.
Calculated my odds.
Or was it Tony Diaz that said that does the math? Yeah, Tony Diaz. Oh, jeez. Anyway, so yeah, he is the current Wrestling POV champion. He won it at the Royal Rumble. Huge win. Huge margin. And our second place, our interstate champion, went all the way back to the UK with Matt Novak, which is awesome.
That's
time.
About time. I mean, he stopped doing what he was doing with his wife and said, listen, woman, I gotta win a championship, all right? It's been a while. They've been ragging on me. The third kid is gonna have to wait.
Are you sure it's the third? Oh, my Lord. Anyway, and our overseas champion, Clay Cummings.
Yeah, Clay Cummings has been winning a couple of straps lately, too.
Yeah. And, of course, the Rick Serrano, the Turd Award recipient goes to Louis Slesser.
For the second time.
For a second time. You are a two-time winner of that prestigious award, my friend.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. I mean, the only good thing about being the loser this time around is that he actually got the 10 points bonus for the WrestleMania pay-per-view points game. So that's one good thing out of that. I mean, being a two-time Rick Serrano the Turd Award recipient, though, I don't know.
I don't know about that either, man. That is just crazy. All right, so congratulations for them. We're going to talk very, very fast. I know we normally tend to go a little bit further, along with our shows, but we had a lot of content to cover, people. But we're going to do it in somewhat of a fast fashion. We are going to cover the Royal Rumble, and we are going to cover NXT Takeover Phoenix. So we're going to
Arizona, whatever.
Or Arizona, whichever. Yeah, thanks, Rick. Thanks for reminding me. Thanks for giving me back bad memories. But yeah, we're gonna go over that really, really brief and really fast because I know we got Raw and other things to talk about. Plus, we have the rest of the rest. You know what?
We got a lot to talk about.
We got a lot to talk about, sons of bitches. So, all right, we're gonna go over the Wrestling POV Facebook poll. And hater comment of the week, possibly. We'll see. We'll see. All right, the first poll was, thoughts on Nia Jax entering the Royal Rumble? Is WWE stepping it up, or was it uncalled for? So now, what are your guys' thoughts? We'll go with Elio first, and then we'll go with Rick. What are you guys' thoughts on that? What happened with her?
I don't know. I didn't really like it.
Really? Why?
I don't know. I mean, we've seen it before. Like, it worked with Beth Phoenix and China, but I don't know, Nia Jax. But I did like that RKO that Randy Orton landed on her.
What?
Yeah. I think she took it like a champ.
Yeah.
You know, I really did. I liked it. I'm glad. For me, I think they're stepping it up to what they used to be, to where they won't go too far, but they'll go far enough to have people talking about it, because obviously we're talking about it. Everybody's been talking about it. Rick, what are your thoughts on that whole Nia Jax?
I did not like it, and it's not because I don't like Nia Jax. I just think that where we are in this world today, things are a little bit different, especially with all the domestic violence going on in sports. I think it was probably not the best, and I think what really made me not like this is what she did the next night on Raw, where she was like provoking Dean Ambrose to hit her, and that's where I feel like, all right, yeah, okay, Miguel. I honestly just didn't. I think that was just crossing the line. The Royal Rumble thing, that was fine. They could have just left it there. But again, I just think right now, especially the way domestic violence and everything, and especially the way the women's wrestling right now is on top of the world, I think you should have just kept her focused on that. I get it. You want to try to recreate the Attitude Era, but that was the Attitude Era. Keep it there. Start something new. Shine on your women's wrestlers as women wrestlers. Do not try to intertwine them, especially with all this domestic violence. That's my take on it.
No, I agree with that, but I disagree with it too. You know, because there is a way to do this without it being associated with domestic violence.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If it's something like because she went in there provoking it. You know what I'm saying? So she was a bad guy. She was a heel. So, you know, because if you really think about it, go back and watch it. The crowd popped huge when the 619 happened and the RKO happened and Dolph Ziggler gave her that super kick. The pop was big. You know what I'm saying? If it was somebody,
she did take them,
and she did, you know. And if it was Alexa Bliss, let's just say Alexa Bliss was a babyface, and that happened, then I can see your point. By looks a little domestic abuse, you know. Okay, I would understand that, but if it's got to be done in a certain way, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? If Alexa Bliss went in there kicking everybody's ass and then the heel snuffs her from behind, I honestly don't see anything wrong with it. I really don't. You know, so I like it. I dug it. The crowd popped huge. You know, we always said that WWE needs to get away from the PG era shit, you know? And if you really honestly think about it, you know, granted, yes, WWE is entertainment. It's something as a majority of guys are watching. It's our soap opera. You know, when people watch their little soap opera and the man hits a woman and this and that, you know, is it domestic abuse? Well, it's a story they're trying to tell. So it's kind of like the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm going to say about that. So here are some comments. Dylan James, he says, PG. Don't know what he's talking about. Augustus Free Pain. That's a weird name. Stunning and brave. Juan Espaliant. Christ. Okay, that's good. You're a friend of yours? Oh my God!
Oh yes, he is.
You got all defensive there, Rick. My God.
Not defensive. I got a little Puerto Rican in there. No. Espaillat.
He said, too good. One of the highlights of the night, and also gives her a chance to compete with men in the future. WWE acts scared, but when we forget not just how popular she was, but her diversity and ability to wrestle anyone and have a good match, and even good storylines.
And now the thing is, I think Juan was smoking the wacky tobacco, because it sounds like he was talking about China, and we're talking about Nia.
True. I think I have to. I might have to agree with that, but then you got to go back too. You know, when China was involved in it, did it look like it was a domestic abuse?
Oh, no, not with China. No.
What about when Karma did it? Did that look like it then? No. What about when Beth Phoenix went in? Did it look like it then? No. So that's why. Because that's why you can't really associate domestic abuse or domestic violence with that.
The thing is that. For me, it's that we're moving forward on things. And look we used to laugh all the time at Bugs Bunny shooting people in the face. It's just something over time. Things change, and we got to be like, yo, listen, for the day, yo, that was pretty funny. But do we really want to watch our kids watch people shoot each other in the face? I don't know. Not with the way things have been going lately with guns.
Yeah, but you know what? We all watched that when we were younger, and we turned out okay, I think.
No, well, I'm all right. I mean, I don't know, but, I'm a little crazy myself.
I'm okay.
But you know what? If we ask TJ this question, I don't even think they had TVs back in that time.
Oh, that's true. It was funny that you should mention that because I think the 80 points that Elio had was about the same age that Tom was 10 years ago.
Could have been. Yeah, I agree with that. All right, so Rob Gold, he said highlight of the night highlight of that long ass pay-per-view. Kim Silcock says, how can I answer that question? Doesn't have anything to make it PG. Don't think men and women in the ring at the time. I just wanted to see more tits and ass and lesbians. What in the hell, dude?
See, that's why we can't have this, Tony.
That's why we can't have nice things.
You have Neanderthals like that with views like that. He's sending us back 1,000 years.
This is what happened.
Jesus, not only that. Oh my God.
That's not a gentleman thing. Like Elio.
Jesus.
That's ungentlemanly.
Wow. All right. Kim.
Write that name down.
That was Kim. Kim Silcox. Justin Ruther, he says, that's not attitude era, though. It was still pretty stupid and lame. All right.
All right.
Wow.
Tell us how you really feel, my man. Holy shit. James Christie says, I think that moment alone made up for the lackluster Royal Rumble match. I didn't think the Rumble was lackluster.
No, I don't think that at all.
No. Frank Giovanni. Oh my God. What is going on here? Rick, you're Italian. How do you say it?
Frank Giovanni.
You know what? I'm going to take that one. Shit, and I lost it. Son of a bitch. There it is. All right, he says he didn't like it but not because of PG, but how would anyone feel if a man was in the women's rumble?
That's true, too.
I think that'd be hilarious. I was waiting for R-Truth. Yeah. I was waiting for either R-Truth to be in that women's Royal Rumble.
I was waiting for R-Truth to post something like that.
Yeah, or Santina Morella.
I even
that
joked about funny. That too.
That would have been
joked
funny.
about that as well.
Yeah.
But Andrew Edwards, he responded to him and he said, a man won the first ever women's Money in the Bank. Just saying. and he responded back with, and people lost their mind. I mentioned that point in other places. And he said, equality. Mark Jackson, he said, I'm proud of Nia Jax. She made history at the Royal Rumble, being only the 4th woman to compete in the men's Royal Rumble match. She also did it in a big way, too. Not just entering the Royal Rumble, but attacking a male competitor to get in. Even made an elimination. That's my girl. Mike Brown, he says, not a fan, mainly because I live in fear for the next person she injures. Jesus,
that's
man.
True. I mean, the thing is,
that's a little fucked up.
She threw out Mustafa Ali, one of the hottest guys going right now. Yep. He just eliminated Samoa Joe, and she buried him with that nonsense. Yo, have her eliminate Dolph. Dolph would have been the perfect guy to eliminate.
Exactly, yeah. And finally, Anthony Kennedy, he says, seriously, will people stop opinioning for the days of the Attitude? Outside of the Austin McMahon, Austin Rock, Triple H feuds, and Mick Foley, looking back on it now, the wrestling sucked. If you want hot women in skimpy clothing, teasing, flashing their boobs, just go watch porn. Alrighty. Warren Bowman responded, but did it? Different style. Wasn't all spots and flippy moves like it is now. Everything is super choreographed now. Lots of no selling. Which is true. Back then, when they went into the ring and tried to portray a real fight and tell a story, they were far, far better at doing that back then during the Attitude Era than they do now. Which, he's right. Anthony responded back. He goes, dude, please go back and watch some of those matches. They are terrible. Till Jericho, Angle, and the Radicals came on board. In storylines, let's see. China getting a trans person to give Mark Henry head. Big Boss Man getting Al Snow to eat his own dog pepper. Dog poop. Mae Young and Mark Henry are parents to a hand. Mark Calloway believes his Undertaker gimmick. The higher power, I choppy your pee-pee. The Rock versus Mr. Ass. Kiss My Ass match that ended up with Mr. Ass being shoved into a large woman. I can go on. The Attitude Era got much more notoriety, but the product was not that great.
I agree. I always said the golden era was the best era. The 1990s, the early 90s.
Okay. All right. Chris Barrow, he says, loved it. Randy's RKO on her was great. Chris Blankenship, he said, it was a win-win. Jonathan Hill said she had a China moment. Mark Pratt said, I wouldn't say stepping up, but bring the blood back and then I'll get excited. I agree. I like it. Yeah.
Who's to say she wasn't on her period? They made her have blood.
All right, so the results are 89% said they loved it. Attitude Era, yes. And 11% said, nope, stay PG. So, there you go.
There you go. I mean,
all right.
People have spoken.
The people have spoken, yes. So, then later Tuesday on SmackDown, we had a title change. R-Truth became the United States champion. I was very excited about that, and to congratulate him.
That was a surprise.
That was a big surprise, but I'm glad though. I'm glad. So to congratulate him, we put a picture up, and it said, "Congratulations to the new Intercontinental Champion, R-Truth," and that's the truth and nothing but the truth. Now, I get it. Ha ha. Very funny. Elio, did you get it? Okay, you did get it.
I got it.
Did you get it? Did you?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Brandon Moore. Now, you gotta listen. You guys listen to comments. This is ridiculous. Brandon Moore said, "Did he win it at Summerfest?" And
that's funny.
That's hilarious. So I posted, "This guy gets it." Then Kim Silcox. She goes, or he is it he or she?
We're gonna go with they.
Okay, they said, "You mean United States champion?" So I posted it. Did you get it? And then they responded. Tony Gutierrez, or I don't know who that is, but it said, "Get what?" And then I just stopped. I said, but then somebody named George, he came up and he goes, "So that would be a no." But then they commented back, "I don't get it." Oh my God. So then let's go back to Brandon Moore's comment. He said, "Did he win it at Summerfest?" Of course, that was pretty funny. But then they, meaning Kim Silcox, said, "Brandon Moore, no. Anyway, it's SummerSlam, not Summerfest."
Wow.
Oh boy. Really? Jay Havel. All the way from the UK. He says, "I'm sure it was the tag titles with Carmella."
Funny.
Yeah. Then Justin Ruther. He says, "Lame ass joke." You know what? Go fuck yourself, dude. That was funny. That shit was funny.
It was hilarious.
That was.
Not just because I posted it. It was pretty funny.
So then another one. Timothy Miller. He said, "Thought it was the U.S. title." Bill Lewis responded, "It is." Oh, you know what? I'm not even going to talk about that because that came out. That was a big back and forth with me and this one guy.
Yeah.
So I'm not even going to go there with it. But you know what? He said it. For me, it was an inappropriate word to use. And his name is Bill Lewis. I'm going to put him already as the hater comment of the week. So
absolutely.
Yeah, because, dude, get with a joke. We're joking around because it's a joke that he does. Okay? And then he said, actually, you know what? I'm going to read this part that he says. He says, "Damn, can't even get the title right. Just shut your fucking page down now, fucking idiots." So then I responded, "Did you even get it, dude? Come on, man."
And I'm glad you did. Because my Twitter fingers was going a mile a minute, and I kept deleting, rewriting. I'm like, listen, I really want to rip into this guy, because he said a really horrible word to us. Did not like it at all. And then you saved it. You saved it with, did you really get it? Because I was going to give it to him.
So then he came out and he responded back. He goes, Tony, I do now. It went over my head at first. He goes, I was wrong, and I admit that. I said, okay. I said, it's a play on R2's. No, he said it's a play on R2's character. I said, no, it went on about the show anyways, and he said, I will, and again, I apologize for being so quick to comment, and but I'm still going to give him the hater comment of the week. Because,
absolutely.
You know, that's a word that, I mean, you know, when, back in my day, that word was used a lot.
Yeah.
It wasn't, but I will admit, though, that's probably a word that that is probably very inappropriate now.
Oh, absolutely.
And it was then too. You know, I mean, that's something that probably you know, and I'm not gonna lie, I have said that word, but growing up where I lived in the Bronx, you know, it was like second nature. You know what I'm saying? So I do apologize for myself for even saying that word, and for me to hear that word now, I truly do understand. That's probably a word that should never ever be used.
No, absolutely not.
You know, so that kind of did get me upset reading that. So, you know, that's all I'm going to say. But what's his name again? Bill Lewis. So Bill Lewis he's already the hater comment of the week. So James Donnelly said, I wonder if this means Truth's character is going to get a bit more serious now. I saw his post-match interview, and he wasn't the comic character he usually is. So,
and that. I mean, giving him the title at all was just a big moment, so maybe they will give him a little adjustment.
Who knows? We gotta wait and see. But then there was. I'm not gonna go through all of it, but Jesus, man, there was about.
There was a lot of guys that just didn't get it.
That did not get it. Eric Lease, you're another one. I'm calling you out there, dude. I have to. He goes, Intercontinental Champ. What the fuck? Don't you mean United States Champ? Oh my God. And then
you don't get it.
Then Simon
gets it.
Then Simon Muta Watton, he posted a gift saying, "Jokes on you."
Like, yo, the thing is, on every post that we posted it, we had like one or two people just trying to crap on us, but then you have like 30, 40 smiling faces because everybody's getting the joke.
Exactly. You know, so I'm just like, dude, you can't be serious with this. Oh my God. Unbelievable. Anyway, there was really no poll on it. It was just a post. Now, the other post that I put up, I think was personally my favorite. It was when the reveal of Daniel Bryan's new belt, the hemp belt. So I posted a picture of Rob Van Dam, and it says, "Whoa, you got a hemp belt now?"
I'm looking at it now.
So Jay Howell said Bryan should keep that belt away from RVD and Riddle, or puff up in smoke, bro. So yeah, right. So it wasn't really, like I said, it wasn't really supposed to be, you know. It's another joke because that's how we are. We're very humorous, man. Art Rogers, he says, RVD coming to the ring with a half-burnt belt, little more missing every week. James Linder Barrett, he says, y'all know you can't smoke hemp, right? Oh man, he just ruined it. Just ruined it. Art Rogers, he replied back to him, people try smoking all sorts of dumb stuff to get high. He responded back, but you can't get high off of hemp. You'll just damage your lungs. Oh my God, Jesus Christ! You know what? I think for the first time ever, we're going to put two people as hater comment of the week. Art Rogers, the 5th or 7th or whatever the fuck you are. You're on that too. You're on it too. Unbelievable. Anyway, what else was on the Facebook page?
Yo.
That was
Miguel, just do it, Miguel. Okay, Bill, Art, hater alert!
Thank you. Oh, my God. All right,
I mean, I thought my head was full of stuffing.
Exactly. Jesus. Oh, my God. I was a little late, by the way.
I mean, I was smoking some hemp.
I see that. All right, sure. All right, so let's go on further with the wrestling news from the round world. Oh my God! Here
Wow,
I go.
you smoking some hemp too?
I think I was smoking that hemp. Oh shit! My God! Yeah, that too. All right, the wrestling news from around the world. Take it away, Rick.
All right, before we do that, let's get into some birthdays. All right, Dory Funk turned 78 years old.
Get out of here! Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, these Funks, man. I mean, he's about 10 years younger than TJ, though.
that's true. That is true.
Oh, man.
That's what
Connor,
you get, TJ.
Oh, no. Listen, before people start saying we're bullying TJ want to talk about us on Wrestling POV Global, which you can hear every Wednesdays on iTunes, YouTube, Podbean, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Every Wednesday, they cover everything outside of the WWE, and TJ wants to get on us for being sick. I mean, Tony had toofuses missing. My larynx got ripped out of my throat. Mimi had some kind of sickness. And then Miguel, he was busy signing with AEW. So that's why we didn't have a show last week.
I told him, you can't see that. We're going to get in trouble with the president.
Exactly. And as soon as we find out who he is, we'll find out. He's going to get you in trouble.
Exactly. Wow.
Well, maybe since you're at headquarters, Elio, maybe you can file a complaint for us.
But not only that, try to take a picture. I want to see what he looks
Yeah,
like.
exactly. Connor from the Ascension turns 39 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only happy thing he got. Every year he turns a year older.
Exactly.
WTF.
Yeah. Madison Rain turns 33 years old.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
AEW bound? No? Maybe?
Yeah. I would say
Alundra, speaking of hemp, Alundra Blaze turns 55 years old.
Jesus.
Wow.
how old?
55.
Good Lord.
I mean, she was in the Rumble? No, she was, right?
No.
Yeah, she was in the Rumble.
This year?
Not this year. She was in last year. She wasn't in this year.
No.
I think
I don't remember seeing her.
And
No,
you're
this-
the champion.
I know for sure last year.
And this is our champion.
No, she was in this year. She wasn't in last year.
What?
She was in this year. She got eliminated by the Iconics or something like that.
Wait a minute.
I'm
you
pretty
sure?
sure. Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, are we all on hemp right now?
I think we are on that
This is
hemp.
happening.
I think we are.
I think.
Hold on.
All right.
While you're talking, I'll look it up.
All right. Well, speaking of hemp, Marty Jannetty turns 59 years old.
Jesus
Wow.
Christ.
Marty Jannetty.
Marty
My
Jannetty.
God.
I mean, this guy is. I've been trying to get him on the show for a long time. He keeps leaving me hanging. I mean, I'm not doing the foot stuff, Marty.
I think he wanted some pictures of you.
All right. With that being said, it is now time for the wrestling news from around the world. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we already went over this. Elio Canella is the Wrestling POV Champion. The Internet State Champion is Matt Novak, my best friend over there from London. I mean, if I ever go to London, I better have a place to stay. I mean, you're filling it up with all those kids, but we'll find space. The overseas champ is Clay Cummings, and Lewis Lesser from London, England as well, is the Rick Serrano the Tour Award recipient for the second time. Yeah, sucks for you. Kenny Omega signs with AEW.
Yes, he is. And not only that, he's the vice president.
He's the executive vice president. They got 4 vice presidents.
Yeah, exactly.
That's preposterous. I mean, Wrestling POV, we have 1 president. We've never seen him. I mean,
No. We don't
Elio
know.
apparently is close to him.
Well, he texted me the other night.
You got his number?
Jesus
Look at this.
Christ. The hell, man?
Mimi got something going on with him. Elio got his phone number, and I can't even get a response back. I mean, I got threatened. I mean, if that's
You got threatened. I was going to say, you got threatened.
Oh man! Also signing with AEW was the Lucha Bros. So we got Alpha Omega 2 coming up. Mm-hmm. We got what's this guy's name? Pac versus Hangman Page happening.
Yep.
I mean AEW.
We'll see.
Cody's talking about how they're gonna do a whole little that he was thinking about taking out Vince McMahon, like revenge for WCW.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, interesting, but stupid.
Exactly. But you know what? We're gonna see. Honestly, not about seeing, but for me, I'm gonna tell you this straight up. I'm getting a little tired of hearing about AEW. I'm excited for it, don't get me wrong, but I'm getting sick and tired of the minute people say, like, Rusev, he's unhappy. He's going to AEW. Now, seriously. Then they said the same thing about Shinsuke. Shinsuke's not happy. Oh, he's going to AEW. And then the latest one I heard, the Usos.
Dean Ambrose.
Yeah.
Well, Dean Ambrose, too. That's in my rumors. Don't spoil it for me.
And Randy Orton.
And Randy Orton, yeah. And they're saying the Usos now. Their contract ends in April, and they're going to AEW. Stop with that shit. God.
Yeah.
They haven't even held any live events to like get themselves out there, and they're already starting with these rumors.
Exactly.
Stop spreading those rumors around. All right. So then also we had The Undertaker has removed all of WWE from his social media. And now this is crazy. Like, The Undertaker is WWE. What is he doing? And then he's booking signings. And Tony, I thought we could have afforded him. Apparently not, because the mofo is charging $25,000 for an appearance.
Whoa! Wow!
Are you serious?
$25,000.
Damn.
Who?
Shit.
Who
For
was
that
gonna
much,
pay
you
that
better
money?
be cooking me dinner.
Yo, he better be cooking me dinner and giving me a handy every now and then.
Jesus.
Jesus Christmas.
My God.
I mean, I want more than a handy. You mean, come on, you better put it in my puppet hole. What? What is going on?
Wow.
This is crazy, son.
Wow.
Oh.
Alrighty then.
I mean, that was crazy. I mean, that is... Undertaker, $25,000. What is he smoking?
He went up 10 grand.
Wow.
He's smoking Daniel Bryan's belt.
He probably is. But he went up 10 grand because back in the day, like I'm going to say around mid-90s, like around 97-ish, a promotion that I used to work for, he, at the time, they were trying to get him, and the price at the time was $15,000. And that was back in 97, 98, I want to say. And they wanted $15,000. He wanted $15,000. And then now he wants $25,000. My God.
Bugging, bro.
So if you divide that by the never mind. I'm not going there. That's Steiner.
All right. That's all I got for the news. On to your rumors, Tony.
After I take a drink, motherfucker. All right, so
in the middle of a sip.
Right in the middle. All right, it was said that the WWE is looking to switch from PG back to more edgy TV-14 programming.
All right, I'm with it.
We've been seeing it of late. So, the WWE's PG Style was a decision they made, and with them landing a deal with Fox, the pressure for them. From the network and from the fans, it looks as if they're looking to switch things up to keep up their ratings. And I kind of believe that because I think Fox, it was like, listen, we're giving you guys like $1 billion. Y'all need to be a little bit more edgy, you know? And I believe it. Now, there is some concerns that the Usos won't resign with the WWE when their deal is up. Jimmy and Jay's deal is up. Hi! Oh my God! It's Christmas! Christmas! Anyway, Way to go, Elio. Was I that boring? My God.
Put him to sleep.
Right? He's like, I'm going night. I'm the champion. I do whatever the fuck I want to do. All right, so Jimmy and Jay's deal is up at the end of April, and that the WWE has been talking to them about a new contract. Now, the reason why I put this in there, because number one, I think it's bullshit. The Usos are staying there. They're not going anywhere else.
Of course, yeah.
They're making good money. But not only that, I think it's Jimmy is the one that's married to Naomi.
Yeah, one of them.
One of them. Not only that, where does that leave Naomi? She's not going to go anywhere. She loves being in WWE. You know what I'm saying? So stop. Stop with this shit. Down. All right. I'm calm.
Going to AEW.
I'm going to AEW. Fuck it. No. Finally, a babyface team of, check this shit out, Andrade and Rey Mysterio is being discussed as a part of a tag push.
So this is just random tag teams getting...
That's what's happening. Sin Cara may be part of that stable too, so they're going to make it as a stable. But it's not clear if Selena Vega will be kept with Andrade after he's turned. So for me, honestly, the reason why they even kept Selena Vega with him is because the man don't speak English. So you got, he teaming up with Oscar. I call him Oscar, Rey Mysterio. I call him Oscar. He's a friend of mine. We're related. Anyway, he speaks Spanish, obviously. So why is Selena Vega? My issue is I think they need to keep Selena Vega with them. Keep her as a baby. If they're gonna turn her too. Fuck it. Now, just like Rick, you just mentioned about putting together another tag team. I agree. There's still Sanity out there. There's still the Good Brothers out there. There's still the Colognes. My God. You want to boost up the tag team? Do some surprise shit. Have the fucking Colognes win the goddamn title. You did it with freaking Jinder Mahal, for Christ's sake.
You did it with Shane McMahon and The Miz.
You gave me 2 more seconds.
I don't know why they have such a problem with tag teams.
I don't know either. I don't know.
Elio, you're right, man. Elio, when you're right, you're right. You just know everything, huh?
That's why him and TJ be arguing on the show.
But in a gentlemanly way.
But you got TJ calling himself a legend, and it's like, I know Elio gets mad at him. I know he does. But he's the gentleman. Okay. Just give him $5. That's it. All right, so that is it for the rumors. Rick, what do you got for the injury?
All right, man. I mean, it's just a bunch of nagging injuries. Rollins, Becky... Whoa, excuse me. Rollins, Becky Lynch, and Sasha Banks all dealing with nagging injuries right now. They want to just be on the safe side. Rollins is going to be minimum. You're not going to see much of him up until WrestleMania, so he'll be in and out. Sasha obviously has to fight a Chamber, so she's probably going to be out.
Did you just call her Sasa?
If I said Sasa, it's because I might need some toofuses taken out.
It's either that or you've been smoking the hemp too.
I mean, but the straight edge version of
the straight edge. Oh, my bad.
Yeah. And Becky Lynch. This whole thing with her knee, we don't know if it's real or not. I think
that's a work.
Well, you would know. I mean, we both got 20.
And I would know.
We both got 20 years of change in the business, but you know more.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. That's all I got for the injury. Tony, let's move it on.
All right, so we're going to keep moving. We're going to briefly talk about NXT Takeover Phoenix, Arizona. All right, so what do you guys thought of it? Elio, what you thought of the NXT Takeover?
Well, I always like the NXT Takeover pay-per-views. There always some of them are.
It was not their best though.
It wasn't their best though.
No. The only match. No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it wasn't their best. They're always like better than the main pay-per-view sometimes, but this was not one of them.
No. I mean, for me, honestly, The only match that took over was Ricochet and Johnny Gargano.
Yeah.
You know, the War Raiders. You know, that was a damn good match. You know, that was.
I liked their entrance.
Their entrance was off the hook. That shit was nice. So they win the belts. You know, Shayna Baszler, her match wasn't the greatest. The main event wasn't the greatest. Wasn't really a great pay-per-view. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just getting tired of seeing Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa in the main event. They've been doing it for like a year and a half now.
Yeah,
you know?
it's getting old.
But I will say this. I was very impressed with Johnny Gargano in the Royal Rumble. I was very impressed. Very impressed.
I mean, listen, he can never leave NXT. I mean, as impressive as he was in the Royal Rumble, it's not going to last, bro.
You know what? If I did not see him in the Royal Rumble, Rick, I would agree with you. I would. But I'm going to disagree with you just solely based on how he was in that Royal Rumble match.
So you got to do that to me, Tony?
Yes, I am.
You're just going to disagree with me?
You know what?
In front of Elio?
I might as well, man, because this whole show, this whole program, Wrestling POV Global's gone fucking crazy.
Everybody's just going their own way.
I don't know what the hell's going on.
What's going on?
Damn. Now Miguel's bored out of his shit, taking a fucking nap.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just dreaming about AEW.
Oh, my God.
Yo,
I hope they're paying you well.
They're paying me at least.
Oh, wait a minute. You're getting half a Rick's check.
That's true. Oh, yeah, that's right.
My God. Elio, what are you getting paid? I want to know this shit, too. Probably getting paid more than us. Anyway.
Yeah, actually, it's Canadian dollar, so it would be a little more.
You're not getting any donuts, eh?
Tim Hortons. All right.
Tim Hortons, yeah.
But let's. I think we can all agree on this. Let's open up the Wrestling POV vault and let's insert Johnny Gargano versus Ricochet as a Match of the Year candidate.
Yes, I agree.
Yes, I agree.
I agree.
All right, so let's open it up. It needs some oil.
You know, with the amount of money that's being spent on this damn show. Whoa.
Fireworks.
You know, that's all we get is the damn fireworks. You know, but you know, you would think that we would afford a sound effect for a door. At least, you know what I'm saying? Jesus. I don't know what the what is that?
I'm just pressing buttons.
Obviously.
All right. So Johnny Gargano and Ricochet's match at NXT Takeover Phoenix, Arizona, whatever you want to call it, is now in the vault alongside the SmackDown match of Andrade and Rey Mysterio.
Yes.
That was close.
That was close enough. You know what? We'll take it. All right, so now on to the Royal Rumble. For me, I thought the Royal Rumble was really good. Really good. I give it a solid B overall.
All right.
What about you guys?
For me, I mean, I always put everything up against the Royal Rumble 1992. It was my favorite Royal Rumble of all time. It still is the best Royal Rumble to me.
I agree.
This one was way too long. 7 hours, man. You had a ridiculous...
Yeah, that's because he had a 2-hour stupid kickoff show.
Yeah,
I think if they want to shorten the damn kickoff show, my God.
Yeah, and then having a random ass match with what's this guy? Glorious Team and Akam and Hakuna Matata.
Akam.
I was confused by that.
You know that dude Akam? The hell?
All right, I mean
I was confused by that match.
That was a ridiculous match.
It was.
I mean, that whole thing was weird. The AJ Styles Daniel Bryan match, that is one of the worst matches I've ever seen. People want to say, "Oh, it was the crowd. Oh, it's because it was after Royal Rumble." No, it was bullshit. It was terrible. It was
bad.
probably AJ Styles' worst match ever. And I do not want to put all the blame on Daniel Bryan because it's not all on Daniel Bryan. That match was just terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah. But for me, and I will be honest, and what's pissing me off is that a lot of people, they were getting upset because of the Royal Rumble match itself, saying, "Oh, I hated it. It sucked." Why? Because you didn't get any surprises? You know, I mean, I used to think that way too. I loved seeing like a surprise entrant coming in. That's great. Do it once, I think, maybe twice. But for me, for them putting in Aleister Black, Johnny Gargano, who else they put in there from NXT? Wasn't there?
Wasn't Velveteen Dream in there? Or no?
No. He watched shit.
No,
that place would have blew up. Oh, it was somebody else too. Shit. Pete Dunne. Sorry.
Yeah.
From Pete Dunne, and I think there was somebody else too. I don't remember. But either way, like I said, Johnny Gargano, they all held their own. And it was for me, it was an awesome surprise to see them. The crowd popped big for Aleister Black when his music hit. You know what I'm saying? Johnny Gargano looked great in that ring. I'm telling you, he is not. Because I'm telling you, Rick, I felt the same way. But after seeing him hanging with the big boys, he did great. Aleister Black, he did great. Pete Dunne, he needs to give up that NXT UK title and come to the main roster, even though he's short as shit. But he still held his own. Elio, what were your thoughts on this Royal Rumble? Period.
Yeah.
All around.
I like the Royal Rumble, especially the NXT entrance. Mm-hmm. Pete Dunne, I even asked TJ this question, if any of the NXT UK guys would ever get the call-up. This guy should get called up.
I agree. I mean, Christ, he's held that belt for, like 800 days? That's insane.
Hasn't he held it since he
debuted?
Since he first won it at the tournament.
Yeah. Yep.
So
unbelievable.
It's crazy. And then my last thing about the Royal Rumble was just Seth Rollins. Not only that Seth Rollins won. I mean, that was kind of cheesy. I mean, everybody knew it was coming.
For me, no, I agree with that.
But the thing with Kofi Kingston, you had this chick, the Ninja Warrior, and a Naomi. I never wanted somebody to fall so bad that I wanted to see Naomi. When she stepped up on it, I was like, please fall. Because if she falls, they're going to stop doing this bullcrap. I was sick of it.
So am I. You know?
And Kofi's feet hit the floor. I don't care what anybody says.
It did. I seen it. All right, so I gave it a solid B. Rick, what did you give it?
I'm going to go with a C. I mean, some of the title matches were boring. The Royal Rumble matches itself were great. But the title matches, I was not for it. Shane and Miz winning the titles, not for it.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. All right, Elio, what did you give it?
I'm gonna go with the B because I always like the Rumble, but the title matches weren't that great.
Yeah, it was
that AJ Styles Daniel Bryan match.
Yeah, no, I agree. But the thing it is, for me, it was. I love the Royal Rumble. It's probably my top, besides WrestleMania. It's probably my second most favorite pay-per-view. Actually,
they give that one a shorter time than the Women's Rumble.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Sure. Why not?
Sure. Go with it. Yeah.
Yeah,
he's a champ. I mean, he's a champ. Whatever he says.
All right, let's go straight on to Raw notes. Now, Raw was... Actually, you know what? Should we go over the results for last week's? The between Raw, SmackDown, and NXT?
Oh, yes.
People did vote it. Yeah,
people did vote. And you know what? I was going to go with Raw from last week. I thought Raw was the better show. So from that last week, and then Tony agrees with me. And Elio, you know what, Elio? We're not going to give you a vote. We already outnumbered you, all right? You can vote later on in the show. This is a WPOV thing, all right? All right, so... That means Raw is now ahead 11 to NXT's 9 to SmackDown 6. Wow. So now we can go into some Raw notes.
Okay, now Raw notes. All right, in the beginning, I mean, now I got to throw SmackDown in on this because they kind of copied from Raw in the beginning. Come on now. Start out with Stephanie coming out saying she's going to suspend Becky Lynch, and then Becky fucking jumps her and beats her ass. You know? Come on. Oh, I'm just.
She's going through a breakup, man. That's what happened.
Okay. Ronda Rousey beat Liv Morgan, then she beat Sarah Logan. I think Ronda's feeling the pressure. When she got booed. Yeah. When she got booed.
Oh my God, yes.
Yo, she's feeling the pressure. She don't like to get booed.
She don't like to get punched. She don't like to get booed.
Right? She
gonna turn heel?
I want her to turn heel.
She
needs to turn heel.
We'll see a heel turn from Ronda.
I hope so. Because when she grabbed that mic saying that you people booed me and think I was showing you I could wrestle. You can't wrestle. Anyway. So, anywho, what do you guys think? Should she? Yes? No?
Yeah, she got to turn heel, man. Yeah, quickly.
It's about time. What else happened? Oh, number one contender for the Fatal 4-Way. It was the Revival, Lucha House Party, Heavy Machinery, and the B-Team. Did you hear about Heavy Machinery now?
Yeah.
They shortened the names. They shortened their names.
What? Why? Just leave them alone.
Otis and Tucker.
Otis and Tucker. So wait, they took away just their last name, or did they take away the name Heavy Machinery?
No, they just took away the last name.
It's just Otis and Tucker. They took away the last names.
Jesus, unbelievable.
And it's just these 4 teams. Are you serious? This is what you have for a number one contenders match. And by the way, Tony, they called it number one contenders on the graphic, but they never said the word.
Oh, really? Yeah, and they won't.
Wow.
They won't.
I mean, it was just preposterous. I mean, these are 4 bad teams. I mean, Revival, yeah.
It was terrible.
But we see Revival fight these guys 3 times already. And you put them over again?
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Unbelievable. So anyway, the winner was, who the hell won?
The Revival.
Oh, the Revival.
See, Tony, you're getting up in there in age. You're getting close to TJ, apparently.
Apparently, yeah. Oh, my God. All right, so then Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins, they're saying they're going to be focused and they're going to end Hawkins' losing streak. Kurt Angle comes out and he's talking about, it seems like a retirement match. Didn't happen.
Talk about the triple Ds.
Yeah.
I mean, I can talk about triple Ds.
No. Then, so it sets up a match for the main event: Drew McIntyre and Baron Corbin versus Braun Strowman and Kurt Angle. All right, sure. Then now, I understand this whole thing for the women's tag match, but why are certain teams having to fight each other to qualify? Where you got somebody in SmackDown who says, "No, we're in it." Didn't even qualify.
That's all they gotta do, because they got no tag teams on SmackDown. They got a smaller women's roster over there.
Oh my God! All right. Anywho, so it was Sasha Banks and Bayley versus Nikki Cross and Alicia Fox. Weird tag.
It works though. I like it. I don't hate it,
but it's different. It's just weird.
But
anyway,
can I say this?
Yeah.
From the Royal Rumble, something got to go in the book. And it's got to be Alicia Fox's indestructible hat. The fact that Maria stomped on it like 3 times and it didn't even make a dent. I think that is the indestructible hat needs to go in the book. I
agree.
All right. With that being said, Alicia Fox's indestructible hat, you just made the book.
Oh my God. Indestructible hat. Unbelievable.
Too bad they don't work as a tag team.
No. No. Anyway. All right. What happened? So Sasha Banks and Bayley wins. They advance. Elias, he defeated Jeff Jarrett. I mean, Jeff, stay in the back. Just produce.
Can I say this, Tony?
Yep.
Isn't it so weird to have Jeff Jarrett and Kurt Angle in the same locker room?
It has to be.
I mean, that pisses me off because I hated the way it happened on TNA where they put Karen Angle in the middle of this whole thing and just rubbed it in Kurt's face and to now bring, like, you could have had him on SmackDown. There was no need to do that. I think it's so messed up that they do this to Kurt Angle. I just hope he makes it out on the other side from this. I know he's gotten help and all that stuff, but that's gotta hurt. It's gotta sting, man.
Oh, yeah. Then up next was Finn Balor. He defeated Lio Rush. Let me tell you something. Lio Rush is He's a character, man. He's really, really good.
Yeah, he is.
I give him tons of credit. What else happened?
I mean,
EC3. No, go ahead.
I mean, it's Black History Month, so maybe Leo Rush will get a belt too, the cruiserweight title.
Holy shit! Right. All right. So then EC3 was a guest on Moment of Bliss. Now, what's the deal with him? They don't want him talking?
I don't know.
The hell,
This
Ed?
is ridiculous.
It is. Oh my god! And then Nia Jax interrupted. Then Dean interrupted. Like, who is this guy? What's your name? What did I?
You're like a Creed fan.
What's that got to do with anything? So he goes. Ends up being a match with EC3 versus Dean Ambrose. EC3 wins with a roll up. Now,
Oh man.
I know what everybody's thinking. That my god, it's because it's no, it has nothing to do with it. Because of Dean Ambrose leaving. I mean, no. I think it's a work. Because why would WWE announce it so early?
Yeah, I think it's a
You know
work
what I'm saying?
too.
I just think it's a work.
I mean,
they're going to give him time off, maybe, or
Probably.
something. But for me, I think it's a work. Elio, what do you think?
Yeah, I don't see Dean Ambrose going anywhere. Maybe take time off, but I can't see him going anywhere outside of WWE.
Yeah, well, one of the rumors was that he's good friends with Chris Jericho, good friends with Cody Rhodes, and it is a possibility, but I don't
Wait
wanna...
a second, Tony.
What?
You know, we're good friends with Chris Jericho. And we're good friends with Cody.
Oh, shit. Yeah, but you
Yo!
signed Miguel.
Oh,
Yeah.
He signed Miguel instead of us. So what's that tell you?
Oh, Mr. Rick, I forgot to tell you that Cody Rhodes called. What? Oh,
Wow.
someone forgot to take down messages.
Exactly. And he never does. Never does.
the worst intern ever.
Exactly. All right, so while Rick is crying, Mojo Rawley is yelling at himself in the mirror.
I mean, if that's a
Where are they
character,
going with this?
I mean, I could be a wrestler. I do that every day.
I don't know. Where they got to go somewhere with it fast, I'll tell you that much.
This is your fault. It's your fault.
Yeah, sure, why not? Main event, Drew McIntyre and Baron Corbin versus Braun Strowman and Kurt Angle. I wasn't too thrilled with this match, but Drew and Baron win. All right, sure. Whatever. It is.
Braun is done, son. He's over.
I know, right? So that was your Raw. Just one ding. That's all I get. All right. Let's take a quick pause. When we come back, we're gonna do a SmackDown breakdown. And,
NXT POV.
NXT POV. Yeah, sure, we'll do that one too. All right, we'll be right back.
This is the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, and you are listening to the Wrestling POV podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back here with the champ, and I have taken over the Wrestling POV podcast.
Whoa.
What?
No, Elio. No.
What?
No, because I'm a 3-time Wrestling POV champion. I was the first ever Wrestling POV champion. I was the first ever 2-time Wrestling POV champion. I was the first. Okay, we get it. You were good at the game in the beginning because like 10 people were playing, but now there's like 30 people and you can't get a title.
Wow. Dang.
You see what you did, Elio?
He said he put you in your place.
All I can say is I'm sure you're mistaken about everything.
Can I have my segment back now?
Well, he was at the headquarters, so.
It's now time for the SmackDown Breakdown!
Are you ready?
Break it down. Degenerate into something fool. We just got tired of doing what you told us to do. That's a break, boy. Yeah, that's a break, little man. Break it down.
Alright, SmackDown opens up. Let's keep this real. SmackDown opens up in Washington, the state, not DC, near TJ Logan on that side of the world.
Jesus.
And Charlotte comes to the ring, and she's like, she's dangerous and all this other stuff. And then Becky Lynch interrupts, comes down to the ring, and Charlotte says, it's bad enough you're stealing my father's catchphrases, but now you're stealing Roman Reigns' entrance.
Oh, shit.
Not a fan of that one. I mean, like, first of all, you're talking about Roman as if he was dead or something, or if he's not coming back. I don't like that.
Rumor, he is coming back sooner than expected.
All right, I hope so, because
Yeah.
as Vince McMahon said, we need him. Becky Lynch comes to the ring, and then they just start talking smack to each other, and then Triple H's music hits. Triple H comes out, and like you said, the same segment from Stephanie McMahon, except Triple H is now putting down Becky. And listen, I get it. This is the story you want to go with, the man versus the man, I guess. And they want to do this whole authority thing again, and I'm not for it.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to put Becky down to make this match a match. I mean, everybody wants to see this matchup.
Yeah, no, and I do too, but my concern, and it was the rumor that I reported a few weeks ago, is them adding Charlotte, you know?
I don't want that.
I mean, a lot of people don't want it, but for them to protect Ronda, they have to throw her in.
That's true.
They have to.
But if
Ronda's
the rumor
Ronda's not gonna take that 3 count. She's not even gonna tap. You know, come on.
If Ronda takes the break like they're all saying she wants to after WrestleMania, then I can see it happening.
If it's still a 1-on-1.
Yeah.
But if it's a triple threat, she's not taking the pinfall.
Oh, absolutely
and she's not submitting.
No.
You know? You still got time.
Yeah,
You
so
still got time.
we'll see. The Good Brothers, and then Becky slaps Triple H and walks out. Yeah, it sounded just like that. I don't know if she cupped her hand the wrong way or something, but it was just, yeah. And then they just stared each other down, and Becky smiled and walked away like a badass. I mean, that's what the man does. The Good Brothers, they're on SmackDown, and they face off against Rusev and Shinsuke Nakamura. Rusev and Shinsuke win, as they should. I mean, you're trying to build this as a good tag team. Unfortunately, the Good Brothers, as good as they looked, they didn't win.
No.
Paige came out.
No. Hold on. Let's just go back for a second. I want to throw this out there to both you guys.
Yes.
With all this bullshit going on aside with AEW, do you really believe that Lana and Rusev are upset?
No.
You know, no, I don't either. And I'm getting a little annoyed because the minute he lost that belt, all that rumors came out.
Yeah.
You know, he's upset with his angle and this, blah, blah, blah. Oh, he might be going to AEW. Oh, stop. All right, that's all I want to know.
Yeah, I mean, I was a little perplexed on how he lost it to Nakamura. You like that? Perplexed?
No.
Hello? Okay.
No.
Yeah,
Didn't
okay.
like it.
So you're the only one that could do big words around here?
Yeah.
Oh. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I was a little perplexed by the whole Rusev losing the belt and Nakamura losing it the next night. So it was just a little weird. But I like the tag team of them coming together. I think it's cool.
It's an interesting tag team.
Yeah, and it's not stupid. Then we had Randy Orton versus Mustafa Ali. Good match. Mustafa is obviously great. But that Shiner, man, he closed up. Orton closed up his eye.
Yeah.
That's some haberdashery right there.
Oh my God! I haven't heard that word in a long time.
And then that RKO, son, that was good. First of all, the fake out with the RKO that Mustafa was gonna hit him with, it was awesome.
Yeah.
And then the fact that Orton got up and got the 054 reverse into an RKO, awesome. Yeah. And look, yeah, we're praising Orton on the show. Orton picks up the win. After the match, however, Samoa Joe attacked Randy Orton, and applied the Coquina clutch and just kicked Ali to the floor. As Joe goes up the ramp, Daniel Bryan comes out, and Eric Rowan. I mean, back to the Royal Rumble. I did say that Abyss was going to come out to help Daniel Bryan, but instead it was Eric Rowan. And again, I like the pairing. I think it's going to work with those two.
Now, do you think Luke?
What about Harper?
Yeah, exactly.
Where's that leave Harper?
Harper is going to be with Bray Wyatt.
Really?
I mean, come on.
When's Bray Wyatt going to come back?
We don't know. We don't know.
Everybody thought he was going to be back at the Rumble.
Everybody. I mean, people were betting on the Facebook pages that I was checking out, and they were like, "Oh, $100 that Bray Wyatt's coming." Everybody got on that. It was like, "Where's my $100? Venmo me."
And I bet he deleted his account.
Yeah, I hope he did, because they were coming for him. Speaking of people that need to delete their account, Daniel Bryan with this long, tedious promo. Oh, man, it was so bad. I was just done with it.
Bingo!
Exactly. Jeff Hardy was in the back. Yo, Jeff Hardy's makeup was on fleek.
Yeah.
That was perfect, son.
It was.
Elio, fleek is a slang.
Fleek means on point.
Oh!
Damn! Whoa! Excuse
me?
My God!
That's Periscope language.
Oh, and you can also see and view some of our stuff on Periscope as well. Yeah.
We're on Periscope?
Yeah, I guess so.
Alrighty then.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, thank you. Just threw me off. Got all the haberdashery. Yes. Next up, we had Naomi and Carmella versus Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville versus the Iconics. Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville win. And Mandy Rose pins Naomi. Now listen, I'm loving Corey Graves praising Mandy Rose the way he's doing.
Yeah.
So it reminds me a lot of Bobby the Brain Heenan. I know we've given a lot of crap to Corey Graves, but this whole thing, he's reminding me of Bobby the Brain, the modern day Bobby the Brain, and I'm liking it. He's doing a lot better than he has been in a while. And you know what? Renee Young, she's got one more week before I put her butt in the book. Yeah. She is terrible.
Yeah, she's bad.
She is really bad. And yeah, okay. All right. Andrade and
you know, that was supposed to be way back.
Way back. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm also at the headquarters and we have a delay. Wait, what?
That's a long ass delay.
Yeah.
Good God.
I put him on the next red eye out of there to come over here.
Jesus
I guess
Christ.
so.
Oh, man.
Andrade and Zelina Vega.
Bullshit.
They had a little promo against Rey Mysterio and saying that the legend of Andrade begins where Rey Mysterio's ends. Okay.
Damn!
Exactly. Then we had Jeff Hardy versus Daniel Bryan, and this just turned into a cluster. Shut your mouth. Jeff Hardy wins by disqualification as Samoa Joe comes in, and AJ Styles, and Randy Orton, and Mustafa Ali. And Daniel Bryan wants to know backstage why he's being harassed. He did not need Rowan's help. He did it on his own, and he says he's the greatest, and that Rowan is not his bodyguard, that they're intellectual peers. Miguel, what incarnation was that? That was the you needed to hurry up.
Oh my God.
You know, like in the Oscars when you have a long speech. That's your SmackDown breakdown.
Holy shit.
Miguel, tell them where you can find our social media. Okay, you can go to our Facebook page at Wrestling POV. You can also go to Instagram at Wrestling POV1. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at Wrestling POV. And ladies and gentlemen, on Twitter, I was retweeted by the legendary Ryback, because Ryback rules. I was liked by Terry Crews. I was also liked by wrestling legend David Arquette. And my good friend, Burrito Supreme, he's a good friend of mine. He's on SmackDown Live every week.
No.
Yo. It's Byron Saxton. That's what I said. You just placed an order at Taco Bell. Mm-hmm. I don't know what you guys are talking about. All right. It's time for NXT POV. Mamma Mia! I'm sorry. You talk about Taco Bell and I had to let it out. All right. Speaking of letting it out, Johnny Gargano comes out and gets the Johnny Champion and You Deserve It champs as the new North American champion. And he says, "Oh, proud Johnny Wrestling is back." Okay.
No.
And then Tommaso Ciampa comes out on the stage and he's here to celebrate. And he proved what he already knew, that they're both champions now. And then it was our moment. And Johnny says, "There is no us, guys. Let's be real. There is a us, and it's you two." Velveteen Dream comes out and says, "Oh yeah, DIY is champs again," but no one cares about them. They care about me. I am the man. It's not about Johnny Jackass. And the crowd starts chanting Johnny Jackass. So then we went to commercial, and then Jackson Riker defeated Mansoor. By pinfall with the chokeslam powerbomb. Jackson Riker is good, man. I'm really excited about him. Yeah. And Mansoor. His phone.
Phone back. Wait, isn't that like a French dude? So Elio should know.
He's not in Montreal. He's in Toronto.
Oh, he's in Toronto.
Yeah, I'm in Toronto.
You're in Toronto.
Oh, the Toronto.
Pinky's up, Toronto.
Je parle français.
Oh, you don't parle français?
No, je parle français.
So Monsieur is not French. He's Middle Eastern. So
I've seen this
just
guy.
to clear that out. All right, you've seen this guy. Talk a little bit about Monsieur, the Middle Eastern, not French man.
This guy, I can't really say much. I've seen pictures, but I haven't actually seen him in action yet.
All right, well there you go. The insight from the WrestleMania POV champion, a man of few words. I mean, the gentleman of few words.
You can catch him at Wrestling POV Global every Wednesday night.
Yes.
By the way.
Yes. I mean, obviously they're doing it during NXT because he hasn't seen him in action yet. Then we had Drew Gulak defeat Eric Boogerhagen. What's going on, man?
Okay, Eric Boogs, the Boogs Cruise, that's his gimmick now.
Yeah, the Boogs Cruise, bro, I don't get it.
I don't either.
Drew gets the mic and he says he travels the world proving he's the best submission specialist, and he's disrespected when they give him the Ben Stiller from Dodgeball. And then he says if there's anybody out there to come step to him, they can come and get stretched, bro. And Matt Riddle is here, bro. And Matt Riddle defeated Drew Gulak with the Bro Mission.
Bro.
Yeah, so Bianca Belair, no, she's not undefeated no more. She lost. And the Sky Pirates, Io Shirai and Kairi Sane, defeated Shayna Baszler, Jessamine Duke, and Marina Shafir via pinfall.
Yep, sure did.
So, why not have the Sky Pirates in the Elimination Chamber? I mean, just have them out there.
Just have them there.
Yeah.
Sure. Right.
And that is your NXT.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. That's your NXT. So now it is now time for the good, the bad, and the ugly of WWE. Tony with the good.
All right, for me, the good. I just love the fact that they're giving Becky Lynch some time. I love the fact she beat the shit out of Stephanie McMahon, but they really didn't have to repeat it at SmackDown. I think her doing that on Raw was just good enough. If she really is injured, which I don't think she is, if she really is injured, they should have just left it alone after that. That way, it could have gave her an extra day off. But that's why I don't believe it's real, because she was yet on SmackDown, pretty much doing the same thing. I love the fact EC3 finally had a match. The storyline on SmackDown is starting to come together. Starting to come together. So I was impressed with that. NXT, not much for me for NXT. So the bad.
Yeah, all right. Well, the bad for me, it's got to be Daniel Bryan's promo. It was just terrible, terribly long. On Raw, that main event, that lame event, oh, God, I could do without that. Yeah, and, well, Mimi, oh, wait a second, Mimi's not here to do the ugly. How about Elio? No, I'm calling him ugly. Damn! Come on!
Damn.
Wow!
I thought we were friends.
Are they still friends in Wrestling POV? Don't you know that already? Wow.
Holy shit.
Wow.
So, see, you got to go back to Wrestling POV Global and tell TJ there's no way that you and Miguel were cheating together. That's for sure.
How enough to tell TJ, Miguel, turn on me. I thought we were friends.
He turned heel. Yeah.
Heel turn.
But I'll take over the ugly this week, and I have to say the ugly is Jeff Jarrett in his shorts. Jeff and that dye job is not fooling anybody.
Exactly.
It's got to stop. It's terrible. I don't want to see Jeff Jarrett on Raw anymore. Go home. Go home.
Done. Done with it.
So it is now time for Raw versus SmackDown versus NXT. Every Thursday, we post up on our Wrestling POV Facebook page for you guys to vote which was best, Raw, SmackDown, or NXT. And you guys use the Facebook emojis, the like emojis, the thumbs up for SmackDown, the heart for Raw, or the smiley face for NXT. You the fans vote, and we take your vote into consideration. Most of the time, we disagree with you guys, though.
Exactly.
So, Raw's currently at 11 to NXT's 9 to SmackDown 6. The fans voted this week in favor of NXT 62% to SmackDown's 29% to Monday Night Raw's 7%.
Unbelievable.
They have smoked more titles this week than anything. How was NXT 62%?
I have no idea.
Listen.
That's wrong. That's got to be wrong.
That's got to be...
Wow.
The vote is for which was the best, guys, not the worst. Listen, my vote, I'm going to go with SmackDown this week. I think both shows, both Raw and SmackDown, were way better than NXT. I think both shows were close. I did like, however, the action a little bit more on SmackDown. But that promo from Daniel Bryan was really bad. Elias, I'm done with Elias on Raw. I can't stand it anymore. It's done. It's dragged out. I don't want to see it. Jeff Jarrett, I don't want to see him. Kurt Angle, Braun Strowman is ruined for me. I'm just over it on Raw. So this week, I went with SmackDown.
All right. So, Elio, what do you think? We're going to let you go second. Which one of the three was better?
SmackDown.
All right, so that leaves me no vote. All right, but why are you going with SmackDown?
Because I don't know, SmackDown was just like a better show. Aside from that main event and Daniel Bryan's terrible promo, SmackDown to me is just a much easier watch than Raw. 2 hours that flies by real fast.
Yeah, so Elio, can you come here every week, Elio?
No, I honestly, I disagree with the both of y'all because of the simple fact that I think, I agree they were both kind of the same.
Yeah.
But I think Raw was just a little bit, only because, and I'll say this, Because if SmackDown would have did something different to open up their show, I would have put SmackDown. But the fact that they copied Raw is like, wait a minute, I just saw this. Why am I seeing this again? You know,
you're right.
SmackDown's got to stop doing that. You know,
you're right.
Do your own shit. They could have easily, because the minute she slapped Stephanie, you're suspended. Give her the fucking day off. Do something else to open up SmackDown. But they did the same thing. So.
Yeah, you know, and you're absolutely right. I'm still sticking with SmackDown though. But what I do see here is what would have been better was have Charlotte come out, talk trash about Becky, then have Triple H come out, kick her out the ring, and then have Triple H do exactly what he did about Becky to her face, do it directly to the camera, and tell her that while she was at home.
Yeah.
And that would have been probably more meaningful than what she did.
did.
So WWE, since AEW is not hiring me, give me a goddamn job.
All right, so now where were we at?
So Raw is still ahead 11 to NXT's 9 to SmackDown 7.
Wow.
Don't call it a comeback.
Yeah, we said that a few weeks ago. It didn't work. All right, so now let's go on to the Wrestling POV's book. If you are new to the show, basically what we did is we put the most ridiculous things that happened during the week of wrestling, and we talk about it, and then, you know, sometimes it's pretty dumb. Some is pretty hilarious, but we just go over it just for shits and giggles.
Yeah, and if it would be a shame if someone was to copy it. I'm just saying.
Well, if you gave me 2 more seconds, Wrestling POV Global has their own book called The Book of Shame. So,
they do. Oh, sorry.
Oh my goodness. So they have, their Book of Shame where they put in, but their book is different though. They put in the wrestlers that either their gimmicks or not, it's not working or it's just ridiculous, and so they have their own little book. So it's starting to climb up there, right, Elio?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. We were on the fence about this week's entries, so we didn't do any book this week.
Okay, awesome. Good to know, Elio.
Oh!
That, you know what? That should be like one of your catchphrases, Elio. You go on the show, you make a comment like that, you be like, "It's good to know from Elio." You know, I just be throwing shit out there.
You just spit it out. You regurgitate knowledge.
You know, that's it. You know, just I don't know why I'm spinning my hand. All right, so now, all right, you guys ready?
Yes.
All right, WWE writers, stay.
Yeah,
New Day's pancakes.
Stays.
Biggie has ruined my childhood. I can no longer eat pancakes.
Wait a second. We said a couple weeks ago that if they still had the pancakes, they were going to become lifers.
Ooh. Okay.
So, New Day's pancakes, you are now lifers in the book, along with the unnameable Chris Benoit and Taz.
Wow.
Thanks for ruining my childhood, DJ.
All right, so Pittsburgh crowd
stays. It's terrible.
Really?
I mean, they gotta go back. They go back. They gotta make up for it again because we gave them one more chance.
I agree. All right, Brie Bella's botches.
Listen, she had a chance to come back.
That's true. She did. John Cena's hair don't.
It's still there.
Now, Cassius Ohno's cottage cheese thighs. Now, as much as I would love to keep this in the book, even though we are practical jokers, no pun intended, even though we do love a good laugh at others' expenses, including our own,
yes,
we came to a decision not to take out Cassius Ohno's cottage cheese thighs because we did find out that he has a condition, he has a medical condition. And we're cruel and we're funny and we make other people laugh and that's great, but we're not that cruel to make fun of somebody's condition. So that is officially coming off the book.
Yeah, so we're sorry, Cassius Ohno. Mr. Tony, what's your excuse? What?
Jesus Christ! Wow!
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 Oh God, yo!
Unbelievable! All right, Tamina's leotard jacket.
She's still wearing that corny thing. Yo, if they win the title...
It's going to look like a nigga hanging out when he puts on the belt.
Yo, they better not give him the titles, man.
No, they better not. Shane McMahon's damn ego.
He's the damn tag team champion, for Christ's sakes.
Exactly.
Stays.
Daniel Bryan's fickle.
It's fickle-lickle-lickle.
Still fickle-lickle-lickle. Bianca Belair's clipping hair doo-doo.
It's gotta stay, man.
It stays. Matt Riddle's chancletas.
It stays. He's still walking around with those Crocs.
Exactly. Apollo Cruz's stinky piggy.
Just because you love to say it,
Just
it
because
gotta
I like to stay, it stays. And the new entrant to the book, Alicia Fox's indestructible hat.
It's indestructibly
It is
indestructible.
Whatever. All right, so that is it for the book. Now, it is time for... Oh, that's perfect timing. A major announcement from the Wrestling POV president. The fuck? And here it is. You guys ready?
Yes.
At WrestleMania, the WrestleMania pay-per-view points game. Mm-hmm. Not only we have a winner, obviously, of a new champion, but whoever is the new champion will win a prize.
What?
We're giving away shit.
What?
Now, here's the deal, though. Here's the trick. First of all, if you do win, okay, and become Wrestling POV champion, you're going to have two choices of what your prize is going to be. The first one is a $50 gift card to Amazon.
Okay.
An Amazon $50 gift card.
$50?
The second one is, you guys heard of Wrestling Loot Crate?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so basically what they do is they stuff some things in there, some memorabilia, maybe an autographed picture, a t-shirt, and da-da-da, and you get it once a month. Now, for this prize, it is the Wrestling POV's Loot Crate.
Oh, snap.
But here's the kicker. If you choose the Wrestling POV's Loot Crate, it could be a plain old t-shirt. It could be an autographed picture of Miguel Cole giving you the finger. It could be a miniature doll of some sort. It could be just a baseball card. But it is a gamble because it could have an actual wrestler's autograph. It could be a wrestling t-shirt. And it could be some other type of memorabilia that's put in the Wrestling POV's box. It's a gamble, though. If you want to stay safe, you can definitely get the $50 gift card. But if you choose the Wrestling POV Loot Crate box, you do not get the $50 gift card.
No, but listen, man. Listen, I'm a gambling man. I lose every.
But you know what? I was going to say you're a poor. You're a poor example of a betting man.
True. Should have thought better of that.
Yeah, exactly. So people don't go by what he just said. So it's basically the first prize. You either get a $50 gift card from Amazon, or you can choose the Wrestling POV's Loot Crate box. And it's a gamble, but will it be worth it?
I mean, multiple prizes. Either way.
I mean, because whatever. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I took a little peek in, and I was like, okay. But is it worth $50?
We'll find out.
You will find out. Now, here's the other thing. If you are affiliated with the Wrestling POV podcast or Wrestling POV Global, you are not eligible.
Come on!
You could win, but you will not be eligible for the prize. Sorry.
So I'm not eligible. That
I already have the top prize.
does that mean that Elio is not eligible?
No. That was so corny, Rick. No, he's not.
You know who would appreciate that? An old man. Like TJ Logan.
He would too. He would get it. He has to put his teeth back in, but he would get it. So anyway, so sorry. So if you're affiliated with Wrestling POV or Wrestling POV Global, you will not be eligible for it. The rules are simple. If you want to qualify, you have to play the game. You have to like the Wrestling POV page, and that's pretty much it. That's all you got to do. It's simple. And then you're automatically locked in. The minute you like the page, you are locked in. All you got to do is win. Right now, what's his name? The Turd Award. What's this guy's name again?
Louis
Slessler. He has a 10-point advantage at WrestleMania. So
yes, he does.
It's for me, this is going to be a lot of fun. Of course, if you do pick the Wrestling POV's Loot Crate box, you have to do in some kind of video opening up the box to show what you won.
Exactly.
Okay? So, but like I said, it could be anything between an actual wrestler's autograph. It could be an autograph of Miguel Cole giving you the finger. It could be just a plain old white t-shirt. It could be
Miguel Cole. I mean, he could play in the box.
Miguel Cole. You know, he probably, surprise, motherfucker. So that is the announcement. I'm pretty stoked about it. I'm pretty
That's cool.
Excited about it. But of course, like I said, you have to like the Wrestling POV page and trust me, they will know.
Yeah,
they will know.
And ladies and gentlemen, let me just tell you this also. Wrestling POV, all jokes aside, we're bringing you more and more coverage of wrestling from around the world with Wrestling POV Global. Wrestling POV, we give you all the WWE news. We are growing. We are expanding. We are all over the world. Russia, we got China, we got Japan, we got Canada, we got all over the U.S. We are growing, and we are building a bigger stratosphere here. So make sure you tell your friends and family all about us because, listen, we'll talk to them. And you know what I'm saying? We'll talk to them. We may insult them every now and then.
That's what we do.
But that's what we do. And
that's
we
what
love
we
you
do
for it.
So as far as that goes, the rest of the dope here from the Wrestling POV president is that it will not just be for WrestleMania, but it will be for all 4 major pay-per-views this year.
What?
So after WrestleMania, obviously it will be SummerSlam. After SummerSlam, it will be Survivor Series. And then after Survivor Series, it will be the Royal Rumble.
That is awesome.
It is awesome. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. I'm actually looking forward to see who's going to win and who's going to pick the Wrestling POV Loot Crate box. That'll be funny as hell.
It would be.
But, and this is the thing. Like, if they pass on that and they pick the $50 gift card, obviously the Wrestling POV's Loot Crate box carries over to SummerSlam.
Yeah.
So you could be leaving that box to somebody else. It could be bad, or it could be something worth way more than $50 gift card at Amazon.
You know what? Let's put Miguel in the box and then let it get passed over so it'll be in the box for 5 months. Oh, go to hell!
All right, so that's it for the show. Before we close the show, we do a random song from my playlist of over 300,000 songs on my playlist. Yes, I got that many, Elio.
Yeah, actually, it's 3,333,000.
Sorry, that was last week. Yeah, so I got over 3 million wrestling songs in my little thing here. I don't know what it's called. A phone. So all I do is just play a random song, play along, just guess what it is, and that's it. We ride off to the sunset until next week. And of course, next week is the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view points game. You're not going to want to miss it. Play along, tell your friends, tell them what's going on too.
And will Mimi be back with her wrestling friend?
That you're going to have to stay tuned till next week. With that being said, I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with
Rick Serrano III.
And the Wrestling POV Champion,
Elio Canella.
And our intern,
Miguel Cole. See you later, sons of bitches. I'm going to AEW.
Love, peace, and wrestling. We'll see you next week, you motherfucker. All right, y'all ready?
Yes.
Yep.
Sheamus!
That's it.
Wait a second. Miguel, this doesn't say AEW. It's a tour to A&W Factory. You imbecile!
Unbelievable. Well.
Oh, no wonder they sent me a cream soda.
Next song.
Oh.
Oh, Jesus.
My time is now. Your time is up.
Yeah. Well, that was Miguel's time was up.
Yeah. John Cena. Cut your hair.
He's gotta cut it. Gotta cut it. Ugh. Can't wait for WrestleMania though.
We'll see.
Surprise involved, bitches.
We got a box.
We got a box. We got a
What's in the box?
What's in the box? TJ would know, wouldn't he?
I got the whole block wishing they could run with my division, but they gone fishing with no bait. Get your boy whole weight. I got my soul straight. I brush your mouth like